Hello, my name is Rob, and for my birthday, I bought myself a bottle of wine from the year I was born. Welcome to Rob's Randoms. This is a channel where I make videos about things that interest me. It could be a food recipe, it could be a story about something, it could be an art project, or it could be something fun like this. So yes, on the 22nd of November 2025, I turned 34 years old. Oh, that is a weird thing to say. Does that mean I'm now in my mid-30s? Oh, I don't like that. So, this is a bottle of Valle Antica from Italy from 1991, and in this video I'm going to try it and see what I think. The website does tell you to leave the bottle of wine upright for 12 to 24 hours to let any sediment settle on the bottom of the bottle. I did a test where I put light behind it so I could see if there is any sediment still floating around, but this is a very dark wine and I couldn't even see the light through the bottle. So we'll just trust that that's worked fine. We'll leave it for a few more minutes so it can still just let any sediment settle on the bottom. And in the meantime, I can tell you about this bottle of wine and the process of aging wine in general. Now, I bought this bottle of wine from vintagewineandport.co.uk. This isn't a sponsored video, I just thought I'd let you know where I got it from. So with this bottle of wine, I also got this little informational booklet which tells me a little bit about the wine. So it was produced in Valle Antica, which is in Tuscany in Italy, although I looked online and I couldn't really find out any more information about this, except that Valle Antica means hidden valley. Also, it's definitely Valle Antica, not Valentica, which is what the internet is convinced I was trying to search for. So if anybody out there knows anything else about Valle Antica, please let me know in the comments. So according to this leaflet, this wine is a graceful and fully mature Chianti, showing the perfume and savouriness that Sangiovese develops with time. Brick garnet with a tawny rim. I don't know what any of that sentence means. The bouquet lifts with dried cherry and amarena, which is a sour cherry. Rose petal, cedar and sweet tobacco, touched by orange peel, tea leaf and a gentle balsamic note. That sounds like a lot of conflicting flavours there, and I'm not convinced I'm going to be able to discern any of them, but it'll be fun to try. The leaflet does also end with this fantastic phrase about the wine. Quietly classical, it excels with simple, honest food and unhurried conversation. However, aside from telling you about the wine, this leaflet also tells you some fun facts about 1991. The first website went live in 1991. The top grossing movie from that year? I'll pause for a second, let you put your guesses in the comments. The top grossing movie of 1991 was Terminator 2: Judgment Day, a fantastic film. However, I didn't think that was enough, so I did some research and also found out some fun facts about 1991. Nirvana released the Nevermind album. The first Lollapalooza festival took place in 91. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air first aired in 91. And, what else happened that year? Oh yeah, I was born! That's why 1991 was the best year ever. Anyway, that's enough about the year. Now let's talk about aging wine. So while researching about buying aged wine, I did start to have some questions, and I imagine you do as well. So I'm going to try and explain what aging wine does as best I can, based on my very limited experience looking it up online. Aging a wine changes the wine fundamentally. It changes the aroma, the flavour, and the texture, which is a very weird concept. And whilst aging a wine typically does improve the flavour, that's not always the case. Some wines are just not meant to be aged. They are meant to be drunk right now. The change in the wine as it ages depends on a lot of different factors, such as the year that it was produced, the variety of grape, the wine region. Lots of different things affect how the eventual wine is going to taste. However, it also depends a lot on the bottling process, leading to an interesting phrase I read: rather than good vintages, there are good old bottles. So, according to vinoclub.co.uk, here are a few of the ways you can tell if a wine has aged well. Softer tannins, a more complex aroma, a smooth mouthfeel, a lingering harmonious finish. So that's everything I bothered to learn about aging wine. So now let's try this thing, let's celebrate my birthday. But you know what, it's a shame to drink alone, so let me go get my wife, let me share this with her. So this is my wife, Esther. Say hello. Hello. Everyone say hi to Esther. You may recognise it from the video when we tried a strawberry and cream sandwich from M&S, which we thought was fine but overpriced. And I thought I'd share this wine with you because what do you think about red wine, Esther?
It's not the best.
And I thought it'd be really funny to make you try a 34-year-old bottle of red wine because you're not going to like it. There we go. a lot browner than I was expecting, to be honest. I'm guessing you're going to pour a slightly smaller glass than I will.
I don't want to waste it, and if I pour half a glass, it's just going to end up wasted. So I'll pour what I'm willing to drink.
Fair enough. Right. Well, let's give it a smell. The bouquet lifts with dried cherry and amarina, which is a sour cherry, which I think I am getting, rose petal cedar and sweet tobacco touched by orange peel, tea leaf and a gentle balsamic note. Are you getting all of those flavours?
I'm getting the berry and the balsamic.
Yeah, I'm getting balsamic. I wasn't looking forward to that.
It's just turned into vinegar.
Yeah, that is the worry, isn't it? But yeah, the colour is a lot browner than I was thinking. I thought it was going to be a lot more red.
Mm-hmm. I would say it smells nicer than typical red wine that I smell.
So, shall we try? Interesting. That is not what I thought that was going to taste like at all. It's not as rich a deeper flavour as I was expecting, to be honest. Yeah, that is a very mellow, mild kind of thing. Oh, that is nice though. But yeah, I think if we let it breathe, it's going to be a lot nicer. Oh, I just got some tobacco there.
There's bits in there. It's not as harsh as normal or typical red wine.
No, which I suppose is your issue, is it?
Yeah, I could, if it was, oh no, that sounds awful, but if it was poured for me and I had to drink it, I think I could drink that over.
Such a compliment for a 34-year-old bottle of wine. That is nice. Right, yeah, we'll come back to this in a few minutes and we'll see if it's any nicer once it's been oxygenated. Right, so it's been 10, 15 minutes. The wine has been able to aerate, is that the word? And actually, while I drank the rest of that, it's kind of grown on me. I quite like this wine now. Right, so a final tasting then, and then we can determine if we think this was worth the £60 I paid for it. And I think the flavour is coming through more in the aroma this time. I'm definitely getting cherry and sour cherry. I don't think I'm getting much more than that. It's still a very light, kind of fruity flavour, I think.
Definitely more fruity than before.
So this is Dinner Table Chianti, subtle, aromatic and poised, ideal for those who enjoy the tertiary complexity of traditional Tuscan reds. Would you describe it like that? Would that be your words?
I mean, yeah.
So I think this is very nice. I definitely paid way too much for this, but it's my birthday. I thought this was a really cool present for myself, and it is. And you don't hate it, which is,
it's considering how old and expensive it is, it's a nice starter red wine in terms of flavour.
This is the basic red wine you'll accept. A 34-year-old bottle. Okay, I'll bear that in mind. Cool. Anyway, this was really cool. So I might be doing a test to see if I can age wine myself and see exactly what the difference is, because this is nice, but I don't know what this would have tasted like the year it was produced. So look out for that video in a year's time. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. My name's Rob. I'm now 34. Isn't that horrible? But hey, I've got some nice wine out of it. So, cheers. Thanks for watching. Click like and subscribe, and I will see you in another random video next week.